Thanks for joining me for this collaboration between Finlos Eats and Weeds and Deeds. We're just going to give you a simple recipe for how to use easy-to-grow garden greens. And we're going to start here. This is gotu kola. It is a very easy-to-grow, viney, leafy green, bitter vegetable. And that pairs really nicely with this one, which is called nasturtium, a nice flowering leafy vegetable. And we're going to walk through the garden to our cabbage section. So here we have leafy cabbage greens and some kale. Stomping through the garden to our tired looking broccoli, but we can still use some of these leaves. We'll move into the perpetual spinach. Okay, now inside we have washed all of these greens, and I'm just going to take some scissors or kitchen shears and very quickly make quick business of these leaves to make them easier to handle, easier to stir and mix together. You always want to give a good rinse, make sure there's no little bugs, any soil or dirt, even though we don't use any chemicals or fertilizers or anything like that, that would end up on the leaves. You can see I had this large colander pretty much full, but unsurprisingly it will condense a little bit. And then I'm going to also use those scissors to cut up these green onions. Again, this is a great salad just for having leftover vegetables or greens if you have any in your fridge. And we're going to do the spices now. We have salt, about a teaspoon, the yellow curry, about a tablespoon, and then the black pepper, about half a teaspoon. Again, you can adjust those to your liking. And as I was saying, this is a great salad because you can use lots of different types of leftover bitters, whether you have turnip tops or carrot or any of those sorts of extra leafy things that we end up tossing into the compost. You see I'm adding about 1/3 cup of golden raisins. You can use regular raisins too. And then I'm going to squeeze a whole lemon. And normally I might use a red or a white onion with this salad, but because I had that leftover green onion, it's a little bit more mild. It'll pair nicely with these leafy greens, and you're just going to give that a good toss so that everything is coated so that those flavors can marry. And what you'll find is that the acid and the salt will actually start to reduce your salad quite nicely, as you see here. And then we're just gonna plate this, and you'll see on the plate there I have some butter chicken with peas, some basmati rice, some paratha flatbread, and then we'll plate this gotu kola, nasturtium, perpetual spinach, cabbage, green salad with curry powder.